welcome to the online interview of the media expert. Our guest today is Liu Yanping, Regional General Manager for Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar for the Ascot Limited. Welcome to the interview, Liu.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for having me here.
Good, good. So Ascot is one of the leading international lodging owner and operator with over 730 property in 34 countries. Ms. Liu is in charge of the regional expansion for Ascot business in Myanmar, Cambodia, and Vietnam. So hopefully today she will be taking a bit more into all these three different countries to explain what is the situation and what the future will look like. So let's start with the first question, how you are doing. We know that you are in quarantine, so how you are doing, your team is doing, and how the property of Ascot are doing in this period.
Okay, I think first I would like to mention about this COVID-19. It definitely is no ordinary crisis. By far, this is one of the hardest and most challenging crisis I ever seen in my career. And I think the crisis, COVID-19 has turned the world upside down. And the lockdown and travel restriction have affected our lodging and retail business very badly. Just like everyone else, Ascot Vietnam is also not spared from this COVID-19 crisis. But I am very happy and actually I'm very fortunate to say that our team, despite all these, this COVID-19 has caused such a big and profound impact on the public health. Our team continue to serve our guests, take care of residents, and help them to support them and to where they stay. And thanks to our very, very dedicated and very, very understanding and supportive customers as well as our associates, and all our 18 of our operating properties, none of them actually closed, except one property that we shut down in Hoi An, preparing for the renovation before we rebrand and take it over as a citizens per Hoi An. Okay, so as you know that Hoi An city basically is locked down since March. And so we decided, it's a very painful decision, we decided to close down for temporary for 2 months, for April to May. And we are ready and ever to reopen in June to welcome our guests to the beautiful resort in Hoi An. So if you like to have a break, and please come to stay with us. We are ready. So, can you hear me?
Yes, sure. So it was my microphone off. I was grabbing on your offer on the Breakeven of Vienna and said that I will definitely take it. I've been traveling now a little bit more, and I will start to take the first flight actually this week. After that, I'll be completely coming in.
Okay. You know, so we are thanks to our 2019. Maybe I just want to mention a little bit about the history. In 2019 was actually a historic milestone year for Ascot in Vietnam. In 2019, we grow. We signed about 2,000 new keys of inventories into our total inventory. So we have about over 27 properties with over 7,000 keys as of just for Vietnam itself. And in terms of operations and business performance for the 18 operating properties, we also delivered a very good business performance in 2019. So it's a very good year for us. Unfortunately, 2020 is very different year. It's, every year our job and my job together with the rest of my team, our job is making sure that we give the best return to our shareholders. And so for 2020, what we have to do is continue with this effort to be as a responsible social owners, and also as a manager, we had to continue to help our business partners to stay within the ecosystem. So likewise, I think for the 2020, we we have very good business performance because of the 2019 good business result. We have the foundation to stay through this winter. So, and thanks to our business model is a bit different with hotels. We have very spacious apartments, and our business strategy market long stay and also corporate clients. So all our properties are doing very well, and none of our properties have negative cash flow or negative GOP. So we continue to deliver decent business performance to our shareholders. That is something that I'm felt we are very different. So I'm very thankful and very happy. At least the impact is not as bad as compared to my peers in the hotels. That's what I can say. Of course, in the property in the tourist destination like Nha Trang, Da Nang, and Hoi An, it has affected a little bit, but we still stay positive cash flow, and we remain open. So still can stay with us anytime you want.
Very good. Those are all good news that we all need to hear. And it's interesting that you mentioned on stay profitable of the difference between some selected service property or service apartment, how they can come through crisis much faster and better than a full service type of operator or type of property. I was looking at some statistics in how easier is it, if you like, to reach the break-even points of limited service. I'm sure your citadine is doing very well in all the different market conditions. But looking into the future, so we say we're going through this period. 2020 was a tough period, if you like, and it will be. When do you expect a recovery in the market that you actually are in charge of?
Okay, in terms of a recovery, I think the questions is always asked, people always ask when you recover and how soon we can see the recovery. And maybe I would like to state that the recovery is very much depending about the magnitude, how long, how severe the severity, and also how long this outbreak will last. Okay, I don't have a perfect answer, and but I want to change it around. The question is rather than when I will see the recovery, and I would think that what should we do? How should we continue? I think that will be the better questions for me and better answer. I think for the past 3 months, it's been very long 3 months I have, and I think the primary focus for our company when during this crisis hit, I would say that it always remains our people, because the people is the soul of our company. Without people, we don't exist, especially the hospitality industries. So Ascot's principle philosophy is always place people before anything else. So our job is really to take care of our people, take care of our associates, take care of residents, take care of customers, making sure that they are healthy and they are safe. That is our number one priority. And I have very, very good and supportive business partners. All our owners echo the same principle with me. So they also said, Yen, don't worry about business. The number one things, make sure none of our staff or none of our associates will get infected. That is number one priority. It's always stay through from beginning to the end. Till now, you ask me, still that's number one. So what are we going to do, continue in terms of our business? What we're going to do? I think definitely the second point will come to my mind. It will be how to stay sustainability. Sustainability is very important. How to ensure that we can continue to have the financial, the cash flow to support our business for the next 6 months or so. And of course, I'm a little bit of positive person. So I'm a firm believer that people love traveling. Collectively, people want to travel again very soon. And I see as soon as Vietnam being locked down and the lockdown being lifted, I took a walk in Hanoi City, and I see a lot of people started to go out. And I heard my colleagues say, hey, let's go out to celebrate. And I'm sure that not only me, many of our guests and residents will love to travel. No matter how much disruption, how much technology can help us, how much we can connect through the Microsoft team, but we are in a business, we are human. We need human to human touch. We need to see our friends. We need to see our customer. We need to see our associates. And our customers, our residents, our guests need to see new places. And I believe that as soon as it's safe to travel a little bit, people will want to go out again. So I hope with thanks to the Vietnam government with such a strong control in to control the outbreak, I'm positive that we should see a recovery somehow in Q3. So it is U-shaped, but I hope to be a faster, shorter U-shape for Ascot business because we are much more long-term and more resilient to this disruption. I would say that we actually have started to see people are starting to book with us. We started to see aspects move from other service residences. Our competitors move to us, and I think we could have for our Ascot in business. Our Ascot business could be a shorter U-shape. So that will be what my feel and what I think about how people will travel. So in terms of strategies wise, besides we're focusing into taking care of people, I think the number two things that to staying afloat with the positive cash flow, we have to tighten our belt. So we have to defer all the discretionary expenses. We have to defer. We have to cut down all the unnecessary expenses. We have to continue to work with our suppliers to help them to stay in the ecosystem. At the same time, that I think we have to diet a little bit. Right? We have to exercise a little bit more. At the same time, what I'm very blessed that with despite such a negative, such a big impact that has caused to our financial P&L, we do not lay off any of our staff. Okay, it has been always our company philosophy. We cut costs to save the jobs and not the other way around, not cut
job to save the cost.
Jobs to save the company. This is never our principle. And as Ascot and CapitaLand, as a company that care about people, care about community, so we always stay firm about this. So none of our staff being laid off, and there's none of the staff actually taking a pay cut. Okay, that's something very different. I'm proud that the company's strong balance sheet able to let us to do that. And because this crisis actually is very affected me a lot emotionally, especially with come to wage action. We have to freeze annual increment orders. It's never happened before for our Ascot in the history for 25 years, but we have to do it. No choice. But we believe that all our associates also same line together with me, share the same boat together with me that we should become a responsible a player, a responsible corporate player to work together. We will help the owners to making sure that they continue to have a positive cash flow. So that is number two. The third things that we do differently is also come back to our company philosophy that we need to continue to help our communities where we operate, especially during this crisis time that has affected us a lot, not only us and as well as a community. So we will continue to do our CSR program. So in the last month, April, CapitaLand has donated 40,000 test kit to the Health Minister of Vietnam. For the month of May, we also have planned to go to visit the 4 Hope School, Capital Hope School in Vietnam to help the children, to educate them about social distancing and distribute all the healthcare items. And likewise, we want our staff, also our associates, together with myself, to hopefully can bring a little bit of joy to the children that need help. I think the community-wise and community aspect for the CSR, the company will continue to focus on. So in terms of business strategies, the other things that also prompted us that because of the COVID-19, so we have evolved a lot through technologies. So we now have to conduct a lot of, because of social distancing, we have conducted a lot of meetings through Zoom, through Microsoft Teams. And that actually has prompted me and my team. I always tell my team that with this change, we have to adapt ourselves to make new changes. So not only think outside of the box, but let us remove the box. Okay, let us take a step back and look at the way how we operate. Can we use the technology to help us to simplify the process? Can we look at the ways how we can make it much more efficient? Can we revisit all our procedures and PMP and all this to help us to generate, to simplify process, at the same time also empower our team to do things better? So actually, personally, for this process simplification is something that is very, very close to my heart as well. So that's one thing that I and my team has implemented. I continue to work on. That's what can sum up what I want to say.
Thank you very much. Really lot of insight, really lot of good points. I love to take some of them. Unfortunately, the interview is short, but I'm sure I'll invite you to one of our next webinar to actually take in more in all your discussion point. It was interesting your opinion into the human touch that is a part of the hospitality, of the safe issue, the fact that people will travel only after the food is safe, on everything related to your CRS and everything you're doing for the sustainability and the country, but also was very fascinating how you took it into the technology and proving that operator actually try to constantly improve the way they do business and support the owner. So I'd like to ask you 100 other questions. Just a quick one. How the operator will change the way they do business in the future, or it will be done in the same way? Will you see change in your industry, in the way you work with hotel owners?
Sure. I think the COVID-19 has definitely changed the way how we live, how we work, and how we play. Okay. Yes, let's say we talk about COVID-19, I don't think after post-COVID-19, can everything become normal like before. But I think that as a hospitality player, we should not lose focus about what we are good at, which basically about people. So about hospitality, about smiles, about taking care of people and no matter what the world has changed, I think let's look back what is our core, what we are good at. So we will continue to take care of our customers and continue to take care of our customers, because I still believe that people still want the personal touch. On the other hand, that I also want to mention that systems can help us some way. With technologies, is definitely is something that we should look at, and people will expect, have much more higher expectation in terms of quality of a Wi-Fi, in terms of quality technologies, and we have to leverage on the technologies and to help us to take care of our customers better. The third one, definitely that customers are still very basic. We still want to have a very clean rooms. And so we have to look at the way how our standard cleanliness and hygiene standard has to increase. That's what I think. The last one, I think there is also a lot of opportunity for us that people will want to go to make reservation and contact us directly, instead go through a third party. And that reduce the cost. But at the same time also make us closer with our customers, because now they contact us directly. And this gives us a lot of opportunities to create the keenness and tight with the customers. And so we will have to focus into our customer loyalty program.
Thank you very much, Maxine. It was a very interesting, and thank you for joining our interview. I know you are in quarantine. You mentioned that everybody after quarantine will go in diet from the cost point of view, but hopefully also from the exercise point of view. I've been myself in quarantine today and to eat. Okay, so thank you very much, and looking forward to see you in Vietnam again soon.
So I just want to urge everyone, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay positive. And I'm very sure the winter soon will be over, and we can welcome the spring.
Come back in the summer. Thank you very much.
Yes, fighting, go like.